Hey, how's it going, everyone? Today I am doing a quick video to show you a design flaw of the ps4 controller, specifically the right and left trigger buttons, I guess you call them. I'm not familiar with ps4 controller terms. Anyways, I'll show you the performance of the current state of the controller. Now, the way I found out was installing a program called ps4 Windows, which is kind of like a calibration program, customization for your controller for Bluetooth if you want to use it on Windows. So here we have your left stick, your right stick, the axis, which is just basically the whole controller. As you can see, you can see that dot. I don't know if that's going to show up in the end video. We got out there a bunch of shit. So these two right here are your left and right triggers. I'll show you right here. As you can see, press that one and that thing goes up. So my issue was I would press it and it does not actually press the whole way. Now that is 100% pressed down to the physical limits of the controller and the trigger. That's a hardware limitation. That's all the way down. I can kind of press on it a little more and get a little more out of it. It's a little easier when I'm actually controlling it and I'm pressing pretty hard. See, we got it to go max at that time. But using it normally, it actually doesn't work to its full potential, and I'll show you that right now. Zoom out. Actually, zoom in a little bit. Okay. So now I'm not going to show you how to take this apart unless I get enough requests. There's better videos how to do it. Anyways, so this is those are the two triggers. Try to get that in focus there. Those are for both buttons. Now this one, the top one, the smaller one, doesn't have that design flaw because it presses on with this flat area. And I'll show you why the other one does. This one presses that little button with this flat piece. Sorry about that. Right there. Very flat, very rigid. Well, not rigid, kind of sharp. Hoping this shows up in the video. Okay. Let's take this off. Oops. I don't know what button I pressed. Did something on my computer though. So what happens is, and this is how it's set up in there. What happens is that presses down like that, and it just kind of cuts into it. Hoping this comes up good. I think that's in focus, yeah. So when you press it, it just kind of cuts into it. And that takes away a lot of the functionality of it. Doesn't let you press it all the way. Big design flaw. I think it's there on purpose, so that you think your controllers are broken, you need to buy a new one. They could have easily just put something flat there and it would have worked a lot better, like this one. So I think that was deliberate. Like this one's flat. Same thing on the bottom nearly. They're not that much different. This one's more like a key fob. If you look under here, that one's like your standard key fob. And this one has some weird pressure. I guess maybe that's for the regulated or whatever pressure. Anyways, so what I did was I took this very small. Well, actually, I cut this up. This is a piece of a credit card that I cut up. Very, very small. So you just want to push that in there. Like that. Again, this has got to be tiny. And you can use your fingers or you can use something. But you want to get in there flat. Just like that, let it sit in there. And that raises it up just a bit. Ideally, you're going to want to get something that'll raise it up all the way to the end. Maybe put something on top, I don't know. I mean, if you're handy, you'll figure something out. So I'm going to put this back together now and show you guys just how much of a difference that makes. To the left. Try to focus in there so you guys can see. Alright, I'm going to move the camera now. Make sure it's focused. Alright. So here's our new and improved. Actually, let me double check and make sure that it's focused. Okay, yeah, we're good. This is a new and improved switch. That is a hardware limit right there. I'm not pressing it any harder than it needs to be. This is what it should do. This is probably what it does when you first get it. And the only way I found this out was when I loaded this up. I just tested it for fun. So yeah, if you have a ps4 controller and a PC, I recommend getting this program and test it out yourself. Oh, actually, yeah. It's a hardware limit and it works perfect. Actually, I think it works better now because I can feel it a little better. I can feel the resistance. But it does have a pretty sharp curve up there. I'm actually using this for a drifter around 5M. So far it's the best one. Steam controller hasn't worked yet, and this Switch Pro I think doesn't have a variable pressure. So yeah, I hope this helps. Yeah, look up the other videos on how to take this apart. It's pretty easy.